Hey, welcome to the Gary Abbott YouTube channel. I have 10 things you may not want to live next to in the villages. Here are 10 things that you should consider near your property and its effect on you. Here we go. Number 1, the pond air bubbler handlers. Okay, I go out walking at night. I walk around the neighborhood. I hear some noises when I'm near one of the ponds. It is the motor unit that is running the bubblers or air handlers that are in the ponds, which are necessary to keep the ponds healthy and for fish and everything else that are in there, and keep the water clean and all that kind of good stuff. But you can clearly, there are units near each one of these ponds that have them. They usually have shrubs around them, but you can hear them. If your house is next to this, and I found they place them like just before the first house, there's a pond, the edge of the pond, and then a house. If you have that house and your lanai is on that side, when you sit out on your lanai, you're going to hear that motor. And it's a continuous motor, and it's a continuous hum. I'm not saying it's loud, but it's consistent. Something I would be concerned if I was buying a house and didn't really understand. I thought the pond was beautiful next to me. Just where the heck is that air handler? Check that out. That is item number 1. Number 2, electrical substations. If you try to purchase sight unseen and you're not really checking out around the area, these are items that maybe you want to know, where's the electrical substation in my area? There's usually an electrical substation in a number of areas, and sometimes they're nicely put and away from all of the homes, but sometimes they're right next to the homes. Do you look at it? Maybe will it be expanded later down the road? You move in, you can say, I can live with that. The Villages doesn't own it. It's an electrical company. They can expand it. Don't be surprised if it grows in size along with the Villages. That's a number 2. Make sure you check that out. Go along with that, power lines. Can you live with the power lines? Do you not like looking at them? Are you really close? Are you worried about the effects on your health? Some people are, some people are not. Power lines. So again, sight unseen. I found a lot of realtors take pictures and they kind of miss that that's right near you. Make sure you take a look. Another thing to be concerned about. This one's a different one. Within your residential section. So if you're going to buy a home in a certain village, but villages have sections. The main road going into your section, there may be only one entrance in and out for everyone that lives in that area. There may be 2. Sometimes there's multiple, but usually there's a main road where people are going to come and most of the time turn down that road heading to their home that might be in the back section. Be aware of this. This is something to really think about, because if you're on that main road, you're going to have a lot more traffic. Everybody's got to get to their house. Everybody leaving's got to get out of there. Amazon, everybody else is going to use that road. Understand the configuration of your area, not necessarily the village in particular you picked, but is this a main drag for everyone? Something to consider, something you may want to look at when moving to the villages. Most people get this one, highway noise. I'm going to say it's pretty clear about the interstate. You know sound travels. If there's just a golf course in between you, your house, and the highway, even though it's a long ways, sound travels without anything interrupting it in the way. You can hear it for quite a ways. Make sure you check it out. Make sure the noise level isn't too high. The other reason I put this in is local roads. local roads can have, and I don't mean just the interstate or state highways. I mean the local main roads. There's some big roads here: Morse, Buena Vista, Megason, Bexley Trail. There's going to be a lot of main roads. I recommend you check out the noise level on your own, go into the property and listening from every area around a property you're interested in. Or go to an area and take the golf cart and go to the road nearest where this would be and listen. Something to consider, something to check out. Golf courses. Everybody envisions you're on your lanai looking over a beautiful golf course and see hardly any golfers or activity. These golf courses are really busy. This is a fallacy that if you're looking at it, one, the cutting of some of the grass and all of the area of the sprinkler heads going off, and everything happens early on before the golfers get on. They start to get the course ready. If you're living on a golf course, be prepared for that early morning maintenance, nighttime maintenance of the sprinklers going off, and also be ready to look at where on the golf course you are. Why do I say this? If you're on a certain hole and your house is near the green, or it's in the middle of a par 5 where a lot of people are shooting as hard as they can, your house may get hit with some golf balls. Be ready for that. Be ready for your selection to impact golfers that, okay, it's the Villages. Not everybody is a pro golfer. So golf courses, take a look and really think about it. My number 7 item here is bike and walk paths. A lot of time bike and walk paths, they're terrific, but they head in between two houses. If you live where these paths are, in between two houses, are you ready for the number of people walking their dogs, the bikes going by, people going by early morning, evening, all day? Are you ready for that? Something to consider. Some are more private than others. They do put hedges and stuff in between. But I would second look that I love bike and walk paths. I think the Villages does a great job. But if my house was right there where everybody's walking by all day, something to consider. Number 8, golf cart paths. Talked about this before. Know people that have moved into a place right along the golf cart path. Never envisioned, and as the Villages has expanded, how many homes now go by that house every day, getting to the grocery store, getting to have a filling station, going to a square, going to golf cart paths, how close you are to a golf cart path, and understanding that golf carts may be traveling along that thing at 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. Even though the squares are closed, there might be people out on that golf cart path, and you may not have expected it. So that's my number 8. Number 9, my pond friends. This became aware to me. I at first didn't think it was a big deal. And then I will tell you, I was driving my golf cart near Riverbend Rec area. There's a nice long pond. Last month, 3 great big 6-foot plus gators all in a row, kind of on the sand, all along houses that had no fences, made me start to go, ponds might not be the greatest thing to be next to. If you love the critters, that's great. But if you have some apprehension over alligators, or you have dogs or whatever else that may attract them, I would second guess on taking a hard look at the pond you're near. If it's good size, it may hold a number of gators. I'm not afraid of them. I thought it was funny my first year I didn't see one. Now I see them every time I'm out. Number 10, last item. There are around the villages what I call generators, big generators that are kind of like hospital emergency generators. They're either there to pump water or they're there to assist electrical substations, and they come on when you probably least expect it. I was doing a walk at night and I heard some noise and I thought it was the highway. It was not the highway. There was a major big diesel generator running. I think it was pumping water for where the villages store up water for the irrigation system. Now these are rare, but they're there. So you may want to take a look and just see if there are any auxiliary generators in your area that service either pumping for a water pond or electrical or whatever it might be to run an emergency, or whether they're pumping water. You may want to look just to see where these units might be. I had never seen one or heard one until recently, and then I was like, whoa, that is loud. And it can be loud depending on where you live and how close you are to it. So take a look for those. You may think, oh, it's never going to be. It may be. So be careful. So there's my 10 items, especially if you're going to purchase sight unseen. You may want to just see where these things are ahead of time. Ask your agent to disclose where these things are. When you look at pictures of a property and you haven't been there, I recommend first you go there and take a look and take a walk around the neighborhood. But if you can't and you're really going to purchase without taking a look at some overall aerial shots and get your agent or realtor to tell you where some of these items is. You can ask them, tell me where these items are in my neighborhood or near this house. If they're a few houses away or you can't see them, yes. But some realtor shots do not show you some of these things that are in the neighborhood that may affect you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I usually like to be very positive. These are a few things that you may or may not be able to live next to. Everybody's different, but don't be one of those who didn't check this out ahead of time and make that choice. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. See you in the villages.